It's September, and for the mountain wanderers, it means that it's time for our annual Fall Campout. It's the longest and usually the toughest trip of the year. This year we were going to a place that has been on our radar for a few years called the Mallard Larkins Pioneer Area. It's a proposed wilderness area in North Idaho. This was going to be 7 days and 6 nights of high mountain lakes, rugged hiking, and crystal clear rivers. All right, 2016 Fall Campout underway. A week in the wilderness. In reviewing the maps for this hike, I figured that the first day and the last day would be our toughest hikes. On day 1, we had 6 miles to get into Northbound Lake where we would camp for the night. 6 miles was not a long hike for us, but the thing that made it challenging was the fact that we started the hike at Sawtooth Saddle. Then we had a long, steep descent into Sawtooth Creek, then had to climb all the way back up into Northbound Lake. On day 1, we would be doing it with our heaviest packs of the trip.
We gotta go up that.
Piece of cake.
Come on, fellas.
A little after 3:30, we are working our way up. Hit the junction. It is drizzling on us currently, but I gotta say, I'm digging the trail a lot. It's great to be out here with these guys. Wait all year to do this. A lot of people canceled, but these guys are always there. Well, we have less than a mile to go to get to the lake, but we got about 500 feet more to climb. We're getting up here on Huckleberry Power. Well, we're less than a quarter mile away from Northbound Lake. We're on some switchbacks. It is just steep, and it's drizzling on us. I won't call it a rain because it seems kind of half-hearted. I don't know if I was tempting fate or not, but as soon as I turned off the camera, the skies opened up and it started raining. By the time I'd reached the lake, that rain had turned into hail.
It started raining on us pretty good, so we've been busy trying to get camp going. And Bunk's sleeping there. I am set up over there. Timber's eating his dinner. And nice pit. I'm not sleeping back there. You can't quite see it. This hammock feels amazing right now. Whew.
This is the end of day one. Rough start to the campout, but finished off nicely. Had a excellent steak, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. Move on probably to Heart Lake. But for now, we are going to get some much needed rest. Morning day 2 here, Northbound Lake. Chilly morning. When I got up, it was 35 degrees. But I think we're gonna gather some wood here and head out in a few hours.
All right, day 2, heading up to Heart Lake, across the ridge up there. Let's do it.
The trail out of Northbound Lake switched back straight up the hill.
This is looking back towards the trailhead where we started. We walked up this whole valley to get here.
This trail does not disappoint. It's fucking brutal the whole way.
Beautiful though.
You know, that it is. That's what I can't get over. I keep looking around like we are in the middle of nowhere.
The trail took us across the ledges above Northbound Lake. In places, the trail was just a few feet wide, with the mountain on one side and a good steep drop on the other.
All right, we've made it to the cutoff trail for Heart Lake. And we climbed, it's almost 1,000 feet climb now. And we did 1,500 yesterday. And this is going to be a steep climb down, and that we get to climb back up in a couple days.
We had made it to Heart Lake. It had been difficult getting up there, but once we saw it, it was easy to remember why we do it. The mountain requires you to pay a price to be able to come to places like this, and we had paid that toll in hard work, sweat, sore feet, and exhaustion. We planned on soaking in everything that this mountain lake was going to reward us with before we moved on in a couple of days.